Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Kristin with Mobile Mama Chiropractic. And today on the Doula Diaries, we are going to hear from Sunflower Births. So go ahead and tell us all about your business.
Hi, everyone. I am Lakesha Quarles. I am the owner and founder of Sunflower Births. I am a full spectrum doula, a midwife assistant, placenta encapsulator, and instructor, community breastfeeding educator, and so much more. Sunflower Births offers postpartum birthing services, and pretty much all things related to birth. You can get that at Sunflower Births.
Tell us why you became a doula.
So yes, I why I became a doula. It's so tricky, but it's like a full circle moment because what connected to what connected me into becoming a doula, it happened years prior to me becoming certified and working as a doula. But my initial reason for becoming a doula is when I lost my son, and a lot of people are familiar now with my story, but that has really been the big reason and main reason why I became a doula. For one, because when I went through that loss or those challenges, I didn't have a advocate. I didn't have someone in the room to explain what was happening, and I didn't have someone to make me feel okay during those times. Like it was rough. So when I started doing my research after I finally felt like I was healed enough to really get back out there and start talking about what I've gone through, I came across a post and I was like, oh, it's for doula training. And I had already knew and felt in my heart that it was something I wanted to do, but I didn't know the proper terminology for it at that time. And when I started doing my research, I'm like, oh, so this is what it is, because I thought that, oh, to help families or to support moms, I had to go to midwifery school or go be an OBGYN or something of that sort. And when I saw that I didn't have to do those things, and I can just be trained and actually get the hands on experience and help another family, I'm like, okay, this is for me. And prior to signing up and actually going through training, I had this dream with sunflowers and I was helping moms. Like I just saw moms and babies. It didn't make sense to me at the time because I'm like, where is this coming from? Technically I can't have any more kids from what I was told, at that time for what I believed. I'm like, so what is this? And once I really just put all of that to the side and I was like, okay, I'll follow this dream, this intuition. I'm now here at Sunflower Births, and that's how it became. And that's why I became a doula, to really be that advocate and support for those birthing persons in need.
That's beautiful. I did not know any of that. So that was all new for me. Tell us a little more about any type of
Yes.
specialty or additional services that you offer. You do a lot of different things. So go ahead and share all about that.
Yes, I do. So I keep saying Sunflower Burst is pretty much a one-stop shop because it really is. A lot of people don't know that I am actually a clinical instructor outside of my doula work. So I can offer clinical services, whereas like gender reveal testing, I can do those. I have a clinical site for that. I make breast milk soap bars. I train others to do the same. I make placenta encapsulation, smoothies, and placenta cookies. I actually offer like postpartum capsules with all organic herbs used. And it's not just capsules that can be taken that everyone can take. It's something that we will have to curate for your needs and what you're dealing with during that time. And also I make cute little soaps for moms. Like if they just want something, and it doesn't even have to be breast milk soap. So breast milk soap, regular soap, I do all that plus more.
Okay, that's awesome. I love that. And then if a mom wants to work with you, what does that look like? Do they
Okay.
hire you on while they're pregnant? Do you stay with them postpartum? Is that a separate package? What does all of that look like? Do you do overnight care?
I do it all. I mean, I try to meet moms where they at. If you want birth support, yes, I can do that. Postpartum, of course, yes. And I even do overnight. I haven't done any overnight recently because I'm still in grad school and that kind of picked back up. So I kind of paused a little bit on the overnight care because I definitely want to be all in. I don't like to be slack on anything that I do that is attached to my name. So I know when, and I know now when to say, hey, all right, I gotta pause. Yeah, so I definitely offer all of those services. And if moms wants to work with me, all they have to do is pretty much reach out to me. A lot of people, they find me through social media or from word of mouth, especially from like Greenville Midwifery. They refer a lot of people to me. So I prefer moms to reach out to me as soon as they can, but it doesn't happen that way. Lately, I've been getting a lot of last minute clients, and I'm just grateful that I'm still able to show up for them. So the sooner the better, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. If I can support you, I will.
What are you in grad school for?
So for public health with a minor in healthcare management.
Okay, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Why do you love doing what you do?
The best question. Yes. Why do I love it? I mean, first, how can you not love it? I I love kids, period. Like I love kids. My nieces, my daughter, my nephew, they know that I am a sucker when it comes to kids. I try to put on this tough, demeanor and facade, but when it comes to kids, it just does not work. So that is a weak spot for me. But just loving what I do and really seeing moms with that sigh of relief, especially if they decide to go through that process natural. And once they get over that hump, we know that transition phase. Whew. So when I see them, have that sigh of relief, like, oh my gosh, my baby's here. That is another thing that really keeps me motivated. It's just like that natural adrenaline that comes in. It's a natural high for me seeing moms like satisfied or just basically seeing them get the birth that they really anticipated and they actually, became in tune with their bodies, listen to their bodies. And yes, when you see that, I feel like I'm right there rooting for them. And even though I am, and the mom has done all the work, it just does so much for me inside. Like, I just love it. I really do.
Yeah, it's a very fun space to be in to see somebody accomplish their goals and have the baby. So it sounds like you do in hospital and out of hospital.
Yes, I do them all because you know what? It doesn't matter. You need support wherever you go. I hope it's
Yeah.
not in the car, but if so, I'll be there to help arrives. But yes, I do support both.
How many babies have there been in the car?
It's been a few that they came in the car and they were right there at the hospital. So if that happens, I always advise my clients now to take some Chuck's pads or have some type of cloth in the car because you just never know what's going to happen. The babies come on their own time. We can prep as much as we want, but at the end of the day, it's still on baby's time. So
Yeah,
always
absolutely.
be prepared.
All right, tell us something fun about you.
Fun about me. A lot of people don't know just because I'm always professional online. At least I try to be. I'm secretly a comedian. Like I don't try to be. It just comes naturally. Like my students will tell me, like, Miss Lakesha, you're so funny. Like you make learning fun. I'm like, really? I'm just talking. And my husband would be like, yeah, you really are. We need to sign you up for some stand-up comedy. So I haven't worked up the courage to do that just yet, but I said that's on my bucket list to do that before next year to really just get up there
Yeah.
and do it. Uh, yes. And I love to dance, like no matter what type of music, no matter the genre, like if a beat is there, I really don't care who's around. Like I just kind of in my own little world. I have this hippie thing about me. Like I just love fun stuff. So I'm an all around fun person, but I do take my work serious. So you got to catch me when I'm outside of work.
That's funny. So from what you said earlier, it kind of sounds like you're a kid at heart. You have a soft spot for kids. You'd like to have fun. You're going to have to invite me to this stand-up if you ever end up doing it or when you
Yeah.
end up doing it. It sounds like it's going to happen this year. So I would love to come watch
Yes.
it.
I will have to, just because you were the first person to hear this about me. I kind of keep that hidden, but now I'm like, you know what? It's time to just let people see the quirks about me as well. Like,
Yes.
it
People
is
like to
what it
know you
is.
on a personal level, especially if you're going to be in that intimate space with them. Like somebody might be like, she's the person I need. I'm going to need some jokes while I'm in labor. Oh.
Right, that is true. So you are absolutely right about that, and I've been realizing that, yes, you do show up as a professional at when you're working in your career, your passion, but in the same sense, people are attracted to you when you're more like intimate and more personable. And I've been noticing that my clients are like, girl, I'm so glad we hired you, because I'll do dances with them in the birth room. Now with them, yes, it's just you all don't see it, but they see all the jokes and all the dancing and all the craziness about me when I'm with them. So they get a little bit of it. Oh, goodness.
All right. What advice do you have for our audience?
My advice for the audience, I would just tell anyone on a serious note, if you, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, prepare for that pregnancy like you would for anything else. Like your first day of school, if you think back to that time, first day of high school when you want to be cute, or for your baby shower, or just for your wedding. Those things takes time, and so does your birth. Yes, you can book a doula at the last minute, but if you plan and prepare for it just like you would do anything else, you will see that that process for you and everyone involved will be so much easier. And not more so for people involved, but just for that birth in person, that sigh of relief, and just knowing that, hey, I'm prepared. This baby comes at any time. I'm okay. I've been educated. I've read the proper material. I know what I want to do. It just saves a lot of headache in the long run.
Absolutely.
So yes, how you do?
All right. What either events or offers do you have coming up, or how can our listeners connect with you?
Yes. So as far as events that are relevant to sunflower births, I am hosting my first annual community day give back. It will be on September 2nd, and it's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will be at Conisty Park in Greenville, South Carolina. And that event is so important to me because not only am I giving back and, just wanting to see all the faces of family, friends, birth workers, and past clients, it will be the third year for Sunflower Births. And that is a major milestone for me. So 3 years
Yeah.
in business. So let's make it a fun day. Face for the kids, food, light music, and just having a good time.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to come out and see you. I'll put that on my calendar.
Please.
Do people need
Yes,
to
please. Yes, yes, yes.
do people need to RSVP?
Yes, that will be great because I have a lot of sponsors and stuff who wants to donate. So have an account will make it better, just for the flow. And the link is on my Instagram, but I'll also reshare it and send it. You can RSVP through Eventbrite. And if you
Okay.
type in sunflower births, it will come up.
And I'm going to get all of your information, like your website. Obviously, I have your Instagram. I'm going to share all of that in the comments so we can get a direct link to Eventbrite and make sure all of that's on there. If somebody wants to connect with you about doula
Perfect.
services or anything birth related, or if they just want to talk to you, what is the best way to do that?
My number is everywhere. You can really just type my name in Google and
Okay.
everything will come up. But you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. You can go on my website. I'm a part of the Chambers of Commerce for Greenville, so you can go on their website. Community Works, literally wherever the major platforms are, you can find Sunflower Births. So just type Sunflower Births in or Lakesha Quarles, and all of my information will come up.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for being on the Doula Diaries, and I will talk with you soon.
Of course. Thank you so much, Dr. Kristin, for having me. Thank you again.